You mean that's coming up?
From the ones I mentioned, I don't know. I know you. Are you trying to do the Texas Charter?
Yeah.
It's in December 10th and 11th. Yeah, Shirley's been asking about the Texas Charter School Conference. I've been many times. I've presented before. It's just not something I support anymore in terms of it's always bad timing. It always conflicts with something. Oh, one thing I did not mention, and they mentioned it, Dr. Heather Mazzi. And we need to send her some possible dates because it conflicted. But they made a big deal when we went to go see the Texas Education Charter School Director at Region 20 when she was presenting about their Summer Institute. They had 350 people there. And a lot of people went and said it was good information. I guess the first one the state ever had for charter schools being sponsored by Texas Education Agency. They have come together in some kind of network that is formed with 3 different entities to support, I guess, charters to try to be more proactive, even with the rules. But that is in June. And they're asking us for feedback on when, because it conflicted with us last year because we couldn't go because of Summer Institute. Well, she don't have the days set though. She remember she asked us to send her some days.
So okay, but with everything that we've got scheduled June for us,
maybe it should be May.
We've got
it was the 3rd week of June. That's what they was trying to do though. After those 2 weeks of school out.
That's what they were trying to do.
They had the 3rd week of June.
Yeah, everybody's dealing with May graduation. I get that, but June has everything in it. Yeah, but I'm just letting the board know that apparently they did the board training there. They had the board training there. And I know that we probably need to get some retraining in. I don't know where we are and where we stand, but I know you guys were up on all the credits before, so we probably had to revisit that. There are some rules and guidance about that, but they have an opportunity where you get all your hours, but it is in June. Oh, well, last year it was in June. It was 16, 17, around that time.
Since you've given us the dates, you're going to, I would say,
okay,
some time
to think about what y'all might want to do.
And see, some of them are falling on good time, like the weekend when I can do it. But otherwise, like this is a week I'm on vacation. Otherwise, I can do it full weekend in the middle of.
Sure.
And then they have schedules that we're supposed to look at.
So what we're asking for is approval to do these trips and to finalize the details of who goes to which trips at what time. These are the ones, besides the ones we always do, the camp and the cast, that are specific, that are kind of, directed focus, like the Title I conference. So it's the rules conference, Title I conference, National Charter School Conference, Summer Institute, TEA's Conference, Camp and Cast, we always do, as a part of the EP grant. It's required because it's in the grant. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's the building, sir.
Okay, we have a motion on the floor to approve the travel priority for the for the ACK staff, and board members will decide who will go later, and we're asking for approval of that.
I move.
Second.
It has been moved by Shirley King, second by Deborah Adams. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those that are not say nay. The ayes have it. It has been approved. can you like email us those things? I didn't write all of
Yes, absolutely. I'll email you. It's gonna be in Dropbox.
See, I can't get the Dropbox. You gotta
I'll
just-
email you as well. It's gonna be in Dropbox for Debbie.
Okay, number 9.
Sorry,
Discuss an appropriate action regarding policies, procedures, issues.
And again, this is one of those things I want to keep before us because we did have several in-depth conversations in November. And so just so we close the loop on what it is we may want to change or not, I don't have anything to change at this point. But I think if we have another retreat and we do start having conversations, that we start updating the language maybe in the personnel policies and things of that sort so that we stay current with the board intent, whatever that may be. And so we can absolutely table it, but it's on the record that we have it here. So it's a reminder to come back to it. Unless you know something that we may need to put here, it's just here as a reminder that we need to review this. And I didn't have anything ready, but I don't want it to go by. We only meet quarterly. So I just kind of wanted to have it on there.
Okay, it has been that we table number 9.
I move that we table the appropriate action regarding policy and procedure issues.
A second.
It has been moved by Shirley King, second by Deborah Adams. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those who say nay, say nay.
Alright.
The ayes have it. That we will table number 9. Now we're at the briefing items. Number 1, discussion on construction updates.
So we expect this building to be gone within the next 30 days, more likely the next 15 days. The CPS people actually came by when we were meeting with the teacher. Never knew such handsome people worked at the CPS. But they go out in the field and they came in and they said, we're going to expedite it because we're a school. And they did. They got the electricity cut off. Now they need to expedite the CPS energy. I mean, the oil, what is it? Gas to be cut off. And so once that's cut, then Apache Group, our demolition guy, can come in. He's working very closely with the city. So he can't get paid till he finishes. And he said 15 days, and the city said we'll expedite it within 30 days. So he's hoping for 15. And so they did do their part of the work, which is asbestos removal. And now that the gas needs to be turned off, then they can come in. That's what I've heard. That's the last piece.
So in about 2 weeks it'll probably be gone.
So the architect, we do not have a general contractor, and that we do think that's a mistake. There's some things that happened to us at 702. Had we had a general contractor, we would have known about it. So we probably do need a general contractor. Mr. Workoff has asked me several times about it. I spoke to Mr. Martinez about it. It won't be a big cost, I don't think, if Mr. Workoff does it. But it means Mr. Martinez doesn't have to, he could probably even talk about the issue over there at 702. It's so ridiculous. The same company was doing the work and didn't tell us that there was more work that another company had to do. Oh yeah, but they company too.
Same company.
Same company. So we're delayed with our sprinkler system because of them, and it just makes no sense. But a general contractor probably would have known that. Or something like that. So that is probably something that we're going to need. It's going to be under $25,000, I'm pretty sure. So that's why it's not an action item at this time. I have not talked to Mr. Workoff lately about it. He asked about it a year ago, when we did a year ago. Right now, Mr. Workoff is trying to get the plotting straight. The issue with the plotting is, well, I don't know. Is it reasonable? I don't know. We have everything we need to plat. The guy released the alley. That's all we needed. But when he released the alley, apparently he agreed to release the alley if we platted his property as well. To plat his property on his own is $10,000. to plat it with us, we already got a contract with the engineer. It wasn't that much. And the engineer said, sounds like a good deal. We plat here, no problem. Now he's refusing to sign the plat. We don't need him. We could go on without him, but we have to redo the plat. Because now it's platted with his property. And he thinks, even I, because I was not involved, when I saw the plat, I was like, what's his property doing there? Because I even had questions, hi, what's his property doing on our plat? And then the engineer said he and George promised the guy to plat it for him when he signed the alley. It's like, you sign the alley, give us access, we'll plat this. It is a benefit to him. But he does, right now he doesn't understand that. He's Iraqi, and Mr. Workoff has been over there 8 times with the plat to get him to sign. And he's taking Miss Moreno because it has to be notarized. And the guy is avoiding us. Mr. Workoff is supposed to call me. He might call me already, I don't know. After 7 tonight, the lady who works there gave us his secret number. Gave it to Mr. Workoff because he's been there 8 times. She feels like something's not right and this guy isn't meeting with us. So what's the next step? Well, we have to replat without his property.
They can't just remove it and have it two
They
separate.
can. No, we're not going to have it on at all. We're not going.
Maybe they can take his off of ours and just have it as a separate.
That's what we're going to have to do. That's cost.
Okay.
Yeah, platting is cost because we've actually changed the boundaries of that property by platting it. And that's what the law requires. Now, he can go and do anything he wants on that property because it's platted, but he won't sign the plat because he somehow thinks he's given us his property. And Mr. Workoff's been over there. Mr. Workoff has seen his face. Mr. Workoff has tried to talk to him, and Mr. Workoff's pretty good. But this guy has other people telling him things. And so we will probably, if the guy doesn't sign this week, because the deadline is going to happen. Yeah, we've been having it platted forever. The city deadline is going to go away. We're going to have to reapply anyway for the plat. So the guy is preparing costs right now on what it would mean to replat without his property. Because what we needed from him, we got. That was the hardest part with the alley. We couldn't plat without the alley. So this is really unbelievable to me.
Are you going to have him sign again?
No.
Nope.
Because he already signed the alley away. He signed the alley away. That's why this is really mind-boggling.
Somebody probably said,
He's
hey,
getting
you
bad
never should have
information.
done
Yeah.
that.
He's getting bad information.
Oh, maybe that's what he's hearing? That he shouldn't have signed it. Well, he can't take that back. So that's where we are. Why is the platting important? That's why I'm in this building and not in one of the houses. We can't go into the houses until we can get a COO. We can't give a COO until the property is platted. Because right now the property isn't platted under ACK, which is a school, and a school could operate anywhere. We wouldn't need anything special to have a COO. But as long as it's under Youth Department Services as a plat, as the ownership of it, then we can't get a COO because it's not to code for a business. So that's fiscal can't go over there. Miss Moreno's supposed to go over there. So it kind of worked out great that we don't need these classrooms this year because all of our offices are here because we cannot get into the houses, which we've already renovated to some degree. So that's the significance of the platting. And that's that. Have I missed anything on the construction? Because you covered 702. Oh, it's the Sparks program.
Sparks got approved.
Yeah, so we were on city council agenda. We got a call from Frank Dunn, our insurance guy. He said, tomorrow you're on the agenda. We didn't know what was going on. But it was the city's program that we had. Mr. Martinez talked about it. He did all the work on that.
So Mr. Landry, myself, and 2 high school seniors met with the Director of Architect for the graduate school at UTSA. Spark, Mr. George Block, came over and said that the city councilman, Councilman Bernal, had each councilman in the city got to pick a property that was next to the school that was vacant. And they chose the property right across from Nick Sartor King because they knew there was a school, and they saw our kids through the city, people from the city that were the code compliance folks were always seeing our kids out there, we got permission to use that property for our kids to play for PE. And so he chose that property since we were always using it to donate that to us. We come up with $25,000. The city comes up with $50,000, and then they're gonna have a park that's really given to us. That property would be given to us, and I think we lease it for $1 a year for 5 years. And then they put a walk. We're gonna put a walking park. Actually, the kids in the community actually got to vote on when we had our meetings on what the priorities were to what we wanted this park to look like. And so they voted on a soccer field, football field, kind of a combo, walking trails, walking park. They have like a garden, little botanical center out in front where the kids can use it to go and plant stuff to use it for the classrooms. And they're going to have a fence. Is that correct, Mr. Landry?
Well,
Like a
side of it.
like a side of it will have a fence, and then they're going to make that roadway one way, and then